Hey guys, it's Francisco here. I just want to talk a little bit about the art for this show. My intention is to create a world that is exotic, intriguing, beautiful, fearful sometimes, but always pleasing to watch. Like I don't want to create anything disgusting or something that you won't want to watch it with your kids. You know, so we're putting our hearts in every background or art to do something as aesthetically as pleasing as possible. And I'm really proud so far of what we have done in the series. And here you can see some of our backgrounds, some of our art. So we want to create this kind of vast and rich universe full of texture and color. Next, I'm going to show you a little bit of the process that I go when I create like these backgrounds. All starts with the rough sketch that usually I do my storyboards like little thumbnails, and that's I take care a lot in composition, so I don't have to worry later on in the process to figure out what is going to be the composition of my cameras or like frames. Based on that, I start like blocking with color, like the shapes and the depth. So here you see I start doing some roots and some basic colors for the plants on the background. And then I decided to start working on the far background, and I added a little bit of texture for the rocks. And once that is completed, I move back to the roots, and I start detailing the light. And then pretty much after these kind of foreground or more visible elements are done, I jump back to start adding more. It's like a layering process, I start adding more and more detail and figuring out, because I work everything in layers. So some of these layers are going to be animated, and then we're going to place them in a 3D space so the camera can navigate through, and pretty much it's like a little bit of a steps, just detailing, first blocking the general shapes and then start adding detail and the light elements. So here I just adding like little roots that come out from the main branch, and adding a little bit of moss and algae. And here you see me adding more light and highlights to the root. Like when you add the highlights, you really immediately start looking like you're adding volume to these branches. And here it's just the background. I turn off the foreground branches, and I start adding a little bit more of that algae or moss like on the bottom of rocks, and adding more texture on the back wall, just for more detail. And then I created even more foreground elements, like those kind of black blur branches, and tweak them here a little bit more, and added detail to the background leaves. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy this little video diary.